So I wanted to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I just saw it over the weekend. It was a great movie. Y'all should definitely take it out. And there will be spoilers, so keep that in mind if you're watching this and you haven't seen the movie yet. So where to begin? Stan Lee was the Watcher's informant. I thought he was going to be a Watcher himself, but that's not how they build him in the credits. That was really cool. He tied together basically every single time he's had a cameo in a movie. It's all been tied together by this. The movie didn't feel like a sequel. It takes place a few months after the first one. It actually feels more like a continuation of the first movie and less like a sequel to the first movie, which in my opinion is a great way to do the movie. Like, it should be a continuation of the first movie. It's a sequel. It's not supposed to be a different movie. It's supposed to be more of the same. So in that regard, they did a great job. They answer both who Peter Quill's father is and his dad. Yondu is more of his dad, whereas Ego is his father, and he's a Celestial, which makes Peter Quill partial Celestial, and that was cool. I liked that change. It kind of was nice. They had Gamora and Nebula make up, so now they're on good terms. Even though they parted ways at the end of the movie, they're on good terms now, so we'll look forward to see that in the Infinity War. So that'll be how she's brought to the side of fighting with them against Thanos. Baby Groot. Okay, the opening of this movie with Baby Groot was spectacular. I loved it. It was so good. I just want to watch it a million times. The thing near the end with the detonators and Groot wanting to push the wrong button, they'd play that so much during the trailers. I've seen it so many times that I didn't care about it. It was annoying at this point. Like, I've seen it too many times, so they really had pushed that too much, in my opinion, because that was such a great scene. And in the movie, it's longer. Peter Quill's out there flying, shooting at stuff, and acting like he's either actually asking each of these people if they have tape, or he's just flying around saying, "Hey, do you have tape?" "No?" "Okay." But it's hilarious. That was great. Baby Groot, and if they don't make a little baby Groot that has suction cups on its hands that can stick to your back window, they're really fucking up. I'll say it. Like, there's a scene where they're flying the ship away and Baby Groot's stuck to the back of the ship window watching everything go, and it's just amazing because that screams toy window sticker. And if they don't make one, they're stupid. I'll just say that. Angsty teenage Groot in the credits was really funny, but that's probably all we'll ever get to see of him because Guardians of the Galaxy 2 takes place about 4 years before Infinity War will take place, because Infinity War will take place in 2018. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, just like Guardians of the Galaxy 1, takes place in 2014. It's simple math. They tell you the years. So we're gonna have an adult Groot in Infinity War, and there's no two ways about that, which would be nice because Baby Groot was so amazing. But I could see that joke being played out too much if they kept him young for too long. And they had to set the movie back in 2014 if they wanted Baby Groot. And considering that dancing Baby Groot was one of the best things in Guardians 1, they wanted to capitalize on that. So you had to set it back then. Otherwise, you're having Baby Groot be a baby for 2 years, and then next year when Infinity War happens, he'll be grown up, and the timeline on him aging won't make sense. So they could have waited for the movie to happen in 2017, but then they would never get to capitalize on having more Baby Groot. So it'd just been more adult Groot, which we already got to see adult Groot, and he's great, and we'll get to see him again. But Baby Groot was amazing. Now, Ego as Peter Quill's father, Kurt Russell was great. I love Kurt Russell. Him as a villain, he was a great villain, but it just seemed, I don't know, it seemed forced the way they did it. Like, oh my god, out of nowhere, I'm fucking evil. Just, he was trying to take over the universe or something by planting the seeds. So they had to stop him. Alright. And there's the claim that when they kill him, then Peter Quill will be a normal person. I don't buy it. Like, your genes are half celestial. Just because your father celestial dies doesn't mean you won't have any more powers. But I'm sure it's more of a situation where he's more powerful on the Ego planet than if he would be just flying out in space. So without that connection, he has to build his own power the way Ego had to build his own power over thousands of years. So that's an easy way to explain it both ways. The Sovereign, they're pretty cool. They seemed a little forced. Their arcade fighters were great. I loved that. Everybody was in their little arcade flying their drones. That was really funny and pretty clever. What else? Oh, Adam Warlock's cocoon was in the end credit scenes. There was everyone thought he was going to be in this movie, but turns out he only sort of is. Yondu. Oh, Mary Poppins. That was... There's a part where their ship explodes, and Yondu doesn't have a jetpack, so he uses his arrow to bring him down to the ground, and he looks like Mary Poppins riding around with that arrow, and it was hilarious. Yondu was great, and he gets his old, his high mohawk, and James Gunn's brother, Sean Gunn, his character gets his own mohawk in the end credits scene, and he gets the arrow, so he gets to take up that aspect. And I'll be excited to see more of that character, because his brother Sean Gunn did a great job in that movie. He was, for someone with so little acting experience, he did really well. But that might just be because he had a good director, because James Gunn really knocked it out of the park with this movie. Really excited to see what they're doing next. You know what? I'm going to cut this off. And if you have any questions, send me a comment. I'll try and answer it. If you liked the movie, let me know. If you didn't like the movie, let me know in the comments. Hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time.